This September, TEA Talk 2.0 is proud to support National Suicide Awareness Month. This episode is dedicated to my uncle, Rudy Gutierrez, whose infectious smile and carefree spirit left our family much too soon in 2005. If you or someone you know is struggling, reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK or text HOME to 741-741 for 24/7 support. Remember, you are not alone. Help is available. Let's break the silence, spread awareness, and support each other. Tune in, and together, let's break the stigma and make a difference.
You're wearing a sweater.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to wear a not sweater.
I thought about wearing a sweater too.
Is it hot in here? Is it just
No, it feels good.
Okay.
I think it feels great.
Okay, good. Promise the guests to satisfy, right?
Oh, fuck. Good.
Hello? Oh, God, Henry's fucking breaking the set.
I'll break everything in here. I really like how you have this.
Because I was holding it like this, and then I just figured if it's like this, it feels a little bit more natural.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's also giving Wingardium Leviosa. Or you're watching the Disney Channel.
Behind the scenes footage. Alright, ready, dog?
Let's get it, dog.
Okay.
Sounds like a smoker's cough.
I look okay? Whatever, I can't tell. Doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about you.
I know.
It's about you, girl.
It's always about me.
On your 16th birthday.
Is that Chip Skylark?
No, SpongeBob.
Oh.
Whatever that band is. On SpongeBob.
Don't know.
For Pearls. 16.
Oh, okay, now I remember.
So it's all about you, girl.
It sounds like Chip Skylark.
You shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth. Okay.
I always liked Icky Vicky.
Icky Vicky, yeah, you're so sicky with the thought of being around you makes me so sicky. Oh, I said it wrong, but whatever. I'm not a Chip Skylark enthusiast.
Wow.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of TEA Talk 2.0. Hey. As always, I'm your hostess with the mostest, Jessica.
Who's Jace?
Jessica. Fuck, I'm having a hard day.
Damn, I didn't know you were foreign.
You can call me Jessica today. When I'm sick, I'm Jessica.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Oh, and if you guys haven't realized, today we're back with the fan favorite. Here to talk some gossip with me, your favorite Sucio and mine, Henry.
What's up, Books? Yeah, it's glad to be back.
Oh, that's not how it's supposed to sound. It's not supposed to sound like
no,
Blue's
but that was a very good Blue's Clues. Steve would be proud.
That's all I care about. Okay. Today's drink of choice. Henry wanted something different, but I'm feeling really sicky today, so we're drinking tea. We're making my own little concoction of a medicine ball. So
yeah, she's making me suffer with her.
Cheers. Oh, gotta get that SMR. I'll be almost choking on it. Oh, shit.
So you've been out of practice.
Oh, wow. Should I leave that in there?
Not very classic, not very demure. I fucking hate that trend right now.
Very classy, very demure.
Unpopular opinion. I hate that trend.
I had to look at what the demure meant.
See, I knew bitches in this town, or county, I should say, didn't know what demure meant. I was like, yeah, because all you guys were raised in tortilla flats.
It's me. I'm bitches.
Little Hollywood.
Raised in Tiny Acres.
Tiny Acres is the place to be. Old song from back in the day.
See,
that's Green Acres, though.
Oh, I was like, did they make a song about tortilla flats? No.
They didn't make a song about Tiny Acres either.
Oh my God.
Yeah, something's wrong. There's a demon inside you.
God. I'm sorry. You know what's so good about being able to edit, though, is I know how to take that out. But I think I have to leave it in now.
They just see you go.
Puts like quacky noises.
Pikachu.
So how's your week been?
It's been shit.
Yeah,
Because I had to work all week. Today was my last day, so
I do.
not my last day from work, just last day
He
in my
got fired.
rotation.
Hot take. He got fired.
Second time I got fired.
No, hot news.
Breaking news!
Henry got fired.
One thing about me, I'll get a job.
And I'm gonna get fired from it.
And I'm gonna get fired from it. I almost got fired from Chase too.
I do be like that sometimes.
I do.
I was gonna ask you something right now, and I don't remember what it was. Me and Henry were supposed to record this episode on Thursday, and Hims was tired, so I said, "Okay, come over on Saturday. I'll have a fresh weave and be good."
Mm-hmm.
I was tired yesterday, so I said, "Come over tomorrow." And he said, "Okay." But let me tell you what my bitch ass did. I decided to go out last night, and I stayed out till I left right before 2. So I got home about 2, but I didn't go to bed till like 3. So I slept for like 30 minutes, and then I had to go to work at Starbucks at 4 a.m. And somebody called in.
Oh.
So it was just me and the other girl, and she was not feeling good. So I was running the Starbucks by myself this morning.
But hey, if anyone could run that place by itself, it's you.
I did okay.
Honestly, and if anyone could run the hospital by itself, it's also you, Meredith Grey.
Performing heart surgeries y todo.
I mean, you might come out dead, but hey.
I'm a scalpel.
She didn't guarantee success.
What's another one? Clear.
10 blade. I knew that's what you were looking for.
I'm on scissors. Saw, please.
That's it. Bring in the sewing kit.
I don't know how to sew.
You would...
Hey, give me the staple gun.
Super glue? Duct tape. Duct tape.
If it doesn't work with duct tape,
if it doesn't work with duct tape, sorry, you're
screwed. You're
dead.
It's fine.
All your organs are falling out.
I'm getting a little off track. So yeah, anyway, I was running the Starbucks. And I was not hungover or anything, but my throat was all scratchy. And I think Chloe brought me some sickies home from school.
After she sneezed all up in your face.
Dude, it was wet. She was just like...
Sneezes come out at like 600 miles per hour, right?
That's a disgusting fact.
It's very true.
I don't think I needed to know.
You're very welcome for that, though. Keep that up in your noggin.
Yeah, so if I'm looking a little rough, mind your business. Don't watch YouTube. Just fucking listen to it.
I also just got off of work, so...
Sunskate, close your eyes. You don't need to see this.
Hands off the wheel.
Jesus, take it.
Please take it, Lord.
Okay, so I brought Henry with me to talk about unpopular opinions.
Because I have a lot of them. I just don't know what they are.
Yes, and I kind of shared one of mine on my personal Instagram story, which is Nickelback is actually good. Who decided they weren't?
I never got that hate. I've loved Nickelback since day one.
There's gotta be somebody for me out there. I remember crying to that in junior high.
Don't know that song. Not a true Nickelback fan, apparently.
I put it on and I was like, damn, I know this one. Hey! I'm through with standing in line. The folks will never get it.
That's a great one. One of their songs was like the main song for WWE. Or for SmackDown. I don't fucking know. But
I'm not into that.
I was. But mostly because it was
song?
dudes in Speedos.
Okay, that tracks.
Burn It to the Ground. That was the song.
Yeah!
And it's also in my workout.
Now tonight to kick that
Yes, it's
we're
amazing.
going till the world stops turning.
Let me tell you,
burn
that,
it to the ground tonight.
Besides Shania Twain, that song makes you want to kick down a door as well.
That's a good song.
It really is.
It's got a beat.
It's in my workout playlist. Hardly I ever work out, though.
The one that makes me laugh is that, look at this photograph. Not me just giving you all of the discography of Nickelback.
However, Nickelback is great. So if you don't like Nickelback, you're a peasant.
I don't understand why. Also, my 7th grade boyfriend, when he broke up with me, dedicated the So Far Away.
That is so cringy and embarrassing.
And so for the longest time, I didn't listen to that song because I was like, that's my song from him.
In 7th grade?
In 7th grade.
Girl. Let's be for real now. 7th grade and Pima don't count.
Yeah. Broke my heart. on a Thursday, and that's why I don't like Thursdays.
I love Thursdays.
Nope, fuck Thursdays. I got broken up with on a Thursday.
Thursdays to me remind me of nighttime and also October. And their color is purple.
You know what's weird? Because that makes sense.
Right?
Like that. See me? Closing my eyes? I'm thinking about it.
You can imagine it, right?
I see Halloween.
I tried explaining this to my mom. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you wouldn't get it. You're old.
You wouldn't get it.
You're not one of us.
Whatever. So anyway, that's an unpopular opinion of mine. Another one. Beyonce is a little overrated.
I am going to punch you in the face.
Oh, shit. See, I knew that this would start some heated discussion between the two of us.
Beyonce is not overrated.
I mean, I like Beyonce music, but okay, so here's my thing. It's like, I'm not going out of my way to be like, hey Siri, play Beyonce.
See.
Oh! No,
and there she goes.
Copyright.
I don't think Beyonce's hyped enough, honestly. I really don't. I really don't. That woman has...
I like Destiny's Child. I'll search for Destiny's Child.
Completely different people.
Yeah, but that's the only like Beyonce that I'm like.
Beyonce's music is amazing. There is literally...
You know why? Because of that phase where at the bank all they played was to the left, to the left. I couldn't stand it. There was that song, one Miley Cyrus song, and then another song. But the only song I ever like, every time I stopped to listen to the music, it was to the left, to the left.
Hey, that Monday song, though, that played all the freaking time was a bop. I loved it.
Monday.
I don't remember. All I know is that she said Monday a lot. But it played all the time. Loved it. But back to Beyonce. That woman, she's the only artist right now that no other artist compares to her right now at the moment. She put so much effort and thought and creativity into all her performances. Like, she is the best performer right now at this point in time. I mean, I'm going to get hyped for anybody else too, but I mean, Beyonce's going to give you a show. And I know there's a lot of controversy. Unpopular opinion, I thought her country album was amazing. Because if you go back into music history, if you go back into music history and look into all the things about how country music was created and how it sounded and where its roots are from, she nailed that perfectly. She did amazing. She did her homework.
I wasn't even excited to listen to it.
I was. All the songs on there are just... It feels... She put her soul into that. She put her soul into that one. She put her foot in it. And it was great. It was amazing. Her song, Daughter, oh my God, would completely... She's singing a whole aria in opera on that song. You don't see fucking Taylor Swift doing that now, do you?
Hey, I love me some T-Swizzle.
T-Swizzle. Listen.
See, I will search for T-Swift before I search for Beyonce.
I only have a few...
And that's the Pima in me.
Sounds about right. Listen, I have a few Taylor Swift songs in my arsenal on my phone. I like her.
Which way?
My favorite is... Right now, my favorite is London Boy, but it's because it reminds me of Red, Red, and Royal Blue, and the prince is from, London.
Okay.
Well, from England.
Fits your lifestyle.
Exactly. Love that one. Love her song, Lover. Fantastic song. I love Shake It Off because it's just like, you cannot be mad listening to that song.
No, if you really play that song, first thing, we used to do that when I worked at the call center. Oh my God.
Call center?
In Tucson.
You lived in Tucson?
Yeah.
Where was I?
We weren't friends.
I know we weren't friends. I'm talking about when you told me.
This was at the beginning of 2015.
I was still at El Charo.
I moved to Tucson like in February because I got hired on a call center. So I was trying to move. And so that was the place that hired me. And they paid really good. Like at 2015, that was like
for sure, yeah.
The time.
Call centers do usually pay really well.
They fucking suck.
Yeah, they do.
Because people are ruthless over the phone.
Not
but yeah,
me.
I worked for HomeDepot.com.
I hung up on everybody.
And what was the point of this? Oh, we had a team lead that like she was a big Taylor Swift fan, so like we'd get there in the mornings and she played that song, and that's how we started.
Listen, I will give Taylor Swift her flowers when they are due. However, she's not a great singer.
Speaking of flowers, Miley Cyrus.
She just got a Legend Award from Disney.
I know.
So happy, proud of her.
So emotional about it. And
proud of her as if I know her.
Okay, unpopular opinion. Yeah, I grew up with her. Okay, no, unpopular opinion. You can't say that you're proud of Miley Cyrus for getting that award if you weren't with her from Disney up until now. Like, if you dropped off when she had her bangers era, you're not a fan.
Listen, it was an iconic era. Like, she
I
was the
felt
most
it.
talked about at the time.
And also, that was like the same phase in life that I was going through at the time. Was like my partying and like.
So, Susha.
See, well, I had a boyfriend, so it didn't count. I went to the Bangers tour.
But people talk so much shit about Miley Cyrus, and I don't know for what. She's gorgeous.
And she can do fucking covers of every single song, and they hit every single time.
Two artists, as of now, that I know that can cover literally any song in any genre. Kelly Clarkson and Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is, what was it? A Plastic Hearts album. Oh my god, amazing! It's a whole rock album, and she has.
There's one song on there that I fucks with hard.
What the hell is his name? He's from Billy Idol. Billy Idol, the one that sings White Wedding, has her in one of her songs. Has him in one of her songs called Nightcrawler. Amazing. Has Joan Jett in one of her songs. Also amazing.
This is the gay coming out because I don't know what you're talking about. I am a Miley Cyrus fan, though. I've stuck with her through the years.
Listen to the Plastic Hearts album, and every single song on there is a hit. It's a wonder. Miley Cyrus has an amazing voice.
Yeah, she does.
Amazing voice.
Very, very underrated.
Yes.
Very, very judged.
Very judged for literally nothing.
For having talent? Okay.
For not wanting to be known as a child star. Look at fucking JoJo Siwa.
JoJo Siwa is off her rock.
Unpopular opinion, JoJo Siwa is not iconic in anything.
She's just a little cringy now.
She's very cringy now. Yeah. Like she did a dance. She on TikTok I just saw a video of her doing, like, she was in like a little dance studio, and so I don't know who did the choreography, but she was doing it. And I'm like, this is what we actually need from you, not that little bullshit that you're giving us with whatever song you came out with.
What is the fucking song?
I don't know.
Every time I think of it, I think of the
Karma's a Bitch. That one.
Karma's a bitch. I should have known.
Am I singing it inside my head all the time? Yes. But that's besides the point.
Do I like that I'm doing that to myself?
No.
Anyway, that was good. We just have like 3 unpopular opinions, right?
I know.
Look at us fucking going. What else? What's another unpopular opinion of yours?
One big popular opinion of mine is that I don't think social influencers need to be held accountable for speaking on
hot topics. Like
I really don't.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Responsibility. That's
it is not their responsibility.
That's like their content.
Like Brittany Broski was getting a whole bunch of flack because
I love Brittany.
I love her because people are like, "Oh, when are you going to talk about the whole Palestine thing in Israel and all this stuff?" And she's like, "Well, I'm not educated enough to go and talk about it."
Okay, so I also feel the same way, like, for myself about politics. I'm like, I'm not going to talk about politics with people because, like, I don't feel like I'm educated enough on the subject to talk about it with people. But now that, like, I have somebody that, like, because I'm unpopular opinion, I like Kamala Harris.
I like her too. However, not voting for her.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, and I don't know anything else about politics. So I'm not going to, like, sit here and have a discussion with people. I'm just like, the little things I've seen here and there, I'll be like, yes, but I'm not going to, like...
Exactly. Like, why am I going to go to a social media influencer to learn about politics when I can learn from a politician?
Period.
You know, like, that makes absolutely no sense. It is not their job. Their job is to entertain. Politics is for politics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Social media influencers are not in the job of politics. They are in the job of entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it. They don't need to speak about it. They do not have a responsibility.
Why? Because they have a platform?
Yeah, because there's thousands and millions of people following them. Okay, how come you're not doing anything, Barbara? Listen, why are you putting all the responsibility on them? How come you're not doing this to your senators? How come you're not doing this to your president, to your congressman? You're not going all up in arms about it. You're attacking your social media influencer.
And also, too, it's like, we're not all in the same states. So aren't things a little bit different state to state?
Yes.
Like, keep it local. Go to the people that are, like, heavily influenced in maybe your local area.
Call your state senator. Mm-hmm. Ring them up. We're like, yo, you won't have a job if this happens. Like,
tell them.
Absolutely no.
I agree with that.
That makes me so. It just irritates me so much because, like, I'm not going to a social media influencer to learn about.
When I look up Drew Afawalo, I'm looking to laugh my ass off.
I'm looking at her to tear men down.
Okay, that's all I want.
Exactly. Look, I don't even know how to do my taxes. Like, come on. So how do you expect me to talk about politics if I don't even know what fucking taxes are?
I know what they are. Money grubbers.
Literally.
Taking all my money.
And people, I don't know. It just irritates me so much because people are like, a lot of them are, I don't want to pay for your healthcare and all this stuff, for universal healthcare and stuff. But it's like, we got away from a country that raised the tax by this much, and we're like, don't fuck with that. Literally found a whole new land to come and live, fought them in a war to get away from like a 1% raise in tax, and now we're being taxed at like 27%.
Fuck, and that's the tea on the Boston Tea Party. Am I right?
Yeah, okay. They do have some good tea.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't know history.
Actually, yeah, that's why the Boston Tea Party. Well, not Boston Tea Party, but
hey, we're educated here.
Yes, that's what it was about. That's why they threw all the tea into the harbor.
Yeah,
because they were being taxed more, literally by just 1%.
So crazy. People are crazy. Make it make sense.
Yeah. What else?
I don't know. I don't feel like I know what I. Oh no! It was another thing about influencers that like they don't owe you their time.
Celebrities do not, especially social media influencers, do not owe you their time whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Like, do you want to be randomly I know for a fact that you don't want to be randomly stopped at Walmart by your old high school whatever acquaintance that you went to school with. Like, you want to ignore them by all possible means. Like, you don't think
I do that now, and I'm nobody.
Exactly. Like, who am I? I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to see them.
Like this down at the grocery store.
For real, like the parasocial relationship between fans and the people that they love is just it's so weird. Like, go touch some grass. They don't owe you anything.
Mm-mm. And then people are so like, well, they're just regular people. Okay, then don't get upset.
Well, then treat them like a regular person.
When they have regular people shit to do.
Yeah, like catch their flight that they're about to miss. I don't owe you a picture.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
As if I'm a celebrity.
Huh.
I am in my head.
If you guys ever see me at Walmart, you want to take a picture, come
You can take a picture with me. However, I'm going to charge you.
Don't take a picture of me. Take a picture with me. Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
Don't make it
Don't
weird.
get me in a bad angle because I will fight you.
Literally, I have to check it too. And then I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Go ahead and send that to me so I can edit it for you. And then you go.
I'm going to send it to my photographer real quick.
And she's gonna make us both look hella good. By the way, quick side tangent. Shout out to Anastasia because you can hear Sunny out.
There's a creature. Love these kids. Anyway. The little one is chaotic and it's the best thing ever.
Anyway, so shout out to Anastasia because she did my photo shoot for the podcast photos that I've been posting and she fucking killed it.
As always.
She always makes me look so good. I'm like, oh my God, that's me? Hello?
Anastasia she's a true gem. Like, that woman is not talented, gifted when it comes to taking pictures and getting them all like, there's no words. I remember when she first started, she said that she would take hours like editing her pictures. She's like, this is wrong with it. This one. I was like, but that's because you went to school for it. You're basically trained. Yeah. You know, I was like, but to me, a regular person, I see an amazing picture. Yeah. Like, girl, post it and charge your shit because she puts in work.
If anybody needs a photographer and you're local to the Gila Valley, I always recommend Anastasia.
Anastasia Studios.
She does now have a little studio on Main Street, so she can do indoor stuff. She has her studio down Main Street, and then we did the other pictures at Genevieve's. And they came out so fucking cute.
Really did.
I was blown away.
The one with that brown shirt, it gets me every time.
And Henry picked out my outfits for my photo shoot.
I did. I really did.
So shout out to him.
I am the style coordinator. However, if you see me out in public, I look like Adam Sandler, and that's by choice.
And I think, unpopular opinion, I think that makes you have the best style sense.
Unpopular opinion, I think just because I don't dress myself doesn't mean I don't know how to dress. Yeah. Or I don't know how to put shit together. Yeah. Because listen, I feel like
I also know how to throw a good outfit together.
Oh, for sure. I've put together plenty of things for Anastasia.
But I'm not gonna wear something that's not comfortable for myself.
Yeah.
Like right now.
No, for sure.
You're gonna catch me in a crew neck and leggings all day.
Listen, you're gonna catch me looking like Adam Sandler. It's just so comfortable. Mm-hmm. So comfortable. Why do I don't
You want me to get dressed up for Henry? No.
You just want me to get dressed up, period?
I did ask him though if I should put eyelashes on before we started recording. And Chloe's so sweet. She's like, "No, Mama, you're so beautiful." And Henry's like, "Yeah." Go put those bitches on. I'm like,
actually, you know what? Full face.
Oh. Okay.
Unpopular opinion. I'm a good person, not a nice one.
No, that's a pretty popular opinion.
Oh, so I'm just arguing with myself then?
I've heard that around the block.
Oh, okay. All right then. People just reading me out here. I didn't know that.
Let's get into some of these. Hello. Let's get into some of these submissions that we had.
Yeah, let's see what people are saying so I can argue with them.
Yeah. So I had a nominee.
Hard as English. It's fine.
Yeah.
You went to Pima.
Unpopular opinion. Shut the fuck up.
No, I think that's a popular opinion.
Another side tangent. Did you watch the roast of Tom Brady?
I sure did.
And my favorite thing was, "Fuck you, Tom Brady."
Oh my god, Nikki Glaser is amazing when it comes to roast.
Dude,
I aspire to be like her when it comes to roast.
The only people I laughed at were the females. Like one guy, and I can't remember who it was, but he was so funny. But fucking, that was my favorite thing. "Fuck you, Tom Brady." So, oh my god. I don't know if I'll keep this in, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
God, Jesus.
So we were watching it, and I was like, "Man, you know what, Tom Brady? I've never really like looked at him. I was like, he's pretty good looking." And then
I don't think so.
Patrick's like, as I was saying, he's good looking. He's like, he looks like bleep. I am gonna put it. I'll say, and then I'll try to cover it up. And if I can't cover it up, I'm gonna cut this whole part out. But saying that he looks like, as I was saying that Tom Brady is really good looking, and I was like, "Oh, I told him."
See, I don't think any of those two things are true.
And I was like, and then he said it. I was like, I can't unsee it now.
I can't see it at all. I don't know what you're looking at.
It's like the facial features, and I think like their smile.
They're kind of. He's symmetrical. I'll give him that.
I don't know. He's pretty cute.
That's about it. That's all I have for
Tom Brady, not the.
Not the other one.
Well,
well, there was that one time.
Well, there was those 2 times.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Fuck, I don't know if this is gonna make it.
Yeah, your fans can't see you like this. They need to see you in a demure way.
Fuck no, I'm messy as fuck, guys.
I know you are.
We're gonna get into some.
I saw your Twitter.
We're gonna get into some shit. All right. Mama went through it. Okay, anyway, so we're going to get into these unpopular opinions that were submitted through the Google Forms. Don't forget to submit your submissions on Google Forms. It can be completely anonymous. I don't need to know who you are. Use a fake name.
I do. I need to know who you are.
I don't care.
I do.
Okay, so this person said her unpopular opinion. You can be friends with people that don't like or share the same views and beliefs as you. It's not always about things you have in common. The saying opposites attract, I think, is true. Sometimes the vibes and energy someone has is always better to be around.
I completely agree with her. Mm-hmm. I remember I got into an argument with somebody and saying, like, we can still be friends and not have the same opinions on things. And they're like, how are you going to be friends with somebody who hates that you're gay? I'm like, that's their problem, not mine. Mm-hmm. Like, if they don't treat me any differently or badly,
I mean, obviously they like you as a person if they're still wanting to be friends with you.
Yeah, like, we are allowed to have a difference of opinions. Like, that's what makes the world go round. Like, that's what makes us people.
And if they don't like you because of that, then they're not your friend.
Exactly.
Like, you're not associating yourself with that person.
Yeah, like, we do not have to have the same opinion in order to be
it's
friends.
like, for example, like, I hate you because you're fucking gay. Like, that's disgusting. Why would you do that? He immediately gets canceled.
So she's a homophobe.
Hey, as bisexual, that's
and
disgusting.
I hate half of you because you're straight.
And I understand that. Married to a white straight man.
Hey, there is no Pat slander here. Somebody
was asking, like, what's up with bisexuals? Like, why are they the way they are? He said, "Listen, I love them and their boyfriend."
Yes! I sent that to Seneca, and I was just like, I also sent it to Damien too. And she's like,
I'm like, oh, they got my ass.
What clocked you, right?
Yeah, real quick.
It's always bisexual women and their boyfriends.
Listen,
and bisexual men and their boyfriends.
Women are like way more like intimidating, but not in like I'm scared of them. It's just like they're more fascinating to me. Like,
as you're with the man.
Yeah, he knows. Anyway, before that got a little off topic.
You did say tangent. So.
Difference of opinions, and you can still be friends.
You can still be friends as long as you're respectful towards each other, or just again you like the vibes
and respect each other's boundaries.
No, for sure.
Like for example, Patrick and I cannot talk about politics because I realized that that's going to be the death of our relationship. If we ever get divorced, it's because of politics.
Oh yeah, because he's a Republican.
And I'm a Democrat, apparently. He's all them goddamn Democrats.
To be fair, that whole thing was funny.
Were you here?
Yes, that was National Tequila Day.
Oh yeah. No, we had another conversation like when I was sober.
I wasn't here for that.
And it was during dinner. I was like, listen, I'm looking at you right now and I'm not liking who I'm seeing. I was like, for the sake of our marriage, we should probably stop talking about it.
See, and to me, Daddy Pat can do no wrong.
No, I looked at him. There was fire in my eyes that day. I was like,
I saw you that night too.
Anyway, we don't want to talk about that.
But yes, no, respect each other's boundaries. Mm-hmm. Like if you guys, if you know that's going to be a sensitive topic for you as friends, don't talk about it.
And if you're purposefully bringing it up just to be an asshole, then like I'm not going to hang out with you.
Then popular opinion, you're the asshole. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's see who else. I don't understand this one, so maybe you can explain it to me. This person said, guys who care about their Instagram flag is an immediate red flag. Is that like the verified symbol?
I think so. I want to say.
That's what I thought it as, but
I don't know.
I don't know too many people that are like crazy about that though.
But to be fair though, we live in a small town, and the men here don't give a fuck about social media whatsoever.
No, it's
unless they're gay.
The only one they use is like Snapchat.
Well, that's because they're using it to cheat.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I can't really say much on that topic because, from experience in our little small town, like, yeah, men down here don't really care about their social media. It's like you go and look at their pictures and it's from like 17 years ago.
Literally, I'm thinking of Pat's Snapchat, or not Snapchat, fucking Instagram right now. And he has 6 pictures on there. And
they're all from 2012.
The last time he posted was fucking 20. Let's find out, shall we?
Like, let's actually take a look.
Let's see.
The only time that you're going to see a man care about stuff like that is if he is basically what we would say a pretty boy. Like, he knows that he's hot and he's trying to flaunt it.
It was 2020 and it was when he went hunting. That was the last time he posted.
But see, that's 4 years ago.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dang,
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is not that kind of cam show.
My man's is hot. One thing about me, unpopular opinion, I like my husband.
Not a lot of women do.
Some could say I love him even.
A lot of other women like your husband too.
I don't know. I've never, what's so funny? I've never had people try to be like.
There was one. Well, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Bruno. No, for the most part, I think people are pretty respectful of my relationship.
Yeah, for the most part.
Like, I don't really have dudes hitting me up either. Am I ugly?
You're like, why is that weird?
I know. I just ignore them because.
Am I an unpopular opinion?
Unpopular opinion. I don't add random guys on social media anymore.
Yeah.
Like on Facebook, if I don't know you personally, like, then I'm not going to add you because hello, my whole, you can look at any of my social media pages and see Daddy Pat.
Literally.
In my bios, all the pictures.
Stories.
Like, I've got a man.
You can say she has an obsession.
You could say I'm obsessed.
It's borderline psychopathic.
Borderline. Pre-borderline, if you will. Just like me and my diabetes.
I hate you.
Love it here. Anyway, let's get to another one, eh? Shall we?
But yeah, you know what? I'll agree with you. It is a red flag. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but red flag.
Sounds like it.
To be fair, all men are red flags. Including the gay ones. Don't let them.
I think they're worse.
They really are. We're really bad.
Okay, I'm reading this as it's written. So, Jessica, 35, is spelled with a Y. Her pronouns are that bitch. She said,
already love her.
Homewreckers. Everyone hates the hoe for not being a girl's girl, but that skank owes you zero loyalty. None, zip, zilch. Beat his ass, then sleep with her. LOL. Get even. She a hoe anyways.
Honestly, yeah.
Period.
I had a friend tell me about that too. She's just like, why am I going to get mad at her? Like, she doesn't owe me anything. She don't know me.
I think I'm like up and down with that because like if you know that someone's in a relationship, especially like a long-term relationship, and you're trying to hit them up, that's disrespectful.
It is, for sure.
And so I am going to be mad about that because that is disrespectful. But if like my man is cheating on me with you and she knows nothing about me, then it's like, why am I going to be mad at her when she was kind of like in it blindly?
Yeah.
So I get it.
So I think we could take that out of the conclusion that if they know who you are and then they still do it,
because
then you're a cunt.
Hey, guess what? Because this happened to me before. Actually, bitches be known that I've been with a guy for 3 years and still trying to like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, no.
And
after
so
that, then you're just a terrible person.
And then like if I'm gonna call you out about it and you're gonna be like, well, yeah, and not say, oh, I'm so sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Then fuck you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, but I do.
But
agree.
no, they don't owe you.
No, they don't owe you an explanation at all, like whatsoever. They don't know you. You don't know them. Why are you not going to be mad at your husband or boyfriend that you are in the committed relationship with? Mm-hmm. Like, that makes no sense to me. Whoop his ass. Stab him one time. He'll learn.
And if he doesn't, well, beat his ass. But Bobbitt Jones, is that the one that cut her husband's dick off and threw it out the window?
Good for her.
Do you not know about that?
No.
I'm pretty sure Bobbitt Jones. And if I'm wrong, sorry.
Tell her in the comments.
Pat knows.
Well.
Because he knows he never wants that shit to happen to him. He knows he licked her up when he married me.
Daddy Pat's a gem. He would never.
He would never. And I would never. I like his too much.
But yeah, no, they don't owe you anything. But like, no, like just like she said, whoop his ass. Make him regret it. Make him regret cheating on you. Mm-hmm. And then you know what? Be better after that. Be on top.
Of someone else or like...
That one too.
Okay. Sounds about right. Okay, this is a really good one. And I mean, we don't have to go into too much detail about it. Because one thing about me, I don't like talking about religion with people either, unless like I know you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it can get real messy real quick.
Oh.
Those are my boundaries.
Religion and politics, the two number one things you don't really talk to people about.
But I did say you could submit anything. So I have a submission from someone that said their unpopular, controversial opinion is baptism. What's your thoughts on parents baptizing their child into a church but don't follow the sacraments behind it? If you don't follow the sacraments, then what is the whole reason for baptism? So, me growing up as a Catholic, this is what has been instilled in my brain. Mm-hmm. The idea of original sin.
Yeah.
Everyone is born with it. You get baptized as a baby.
Which I think is bogus, by the way.
Well, so everyone's born with it. So you get baptized as a baby to wash away all the original sin, and then you know, whatever decisions you make after that is up to you. But that's like the point of baptism.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
so,
at least Catholic religion.
Yes. And that's how I grew up. That's how I see it. But also, if you're baptized into one church, like that, you're part of that church no matter what. Even if you go and get baptized into a different religion, no matter what, you're baptized into that original religion. So it like, you know, I don't know, doesn't count if you go somewhere else, kind of like.
Chem does.
Yeah. And so
somewhere it cancels it out after you carry the one.
Math is hard.
Yeah, if you divide by the Holy Cross, then something happens.
No, so like with my kids, I made a decision that like if they want to explore religion or if they want to get baptized and things like that, then I'm gonna let that be their choice
For sure.
and they can choose to do that when they want to. So like Chloe's been asking about religion a lot lately, so I like introduced her to, she went to a Bible camp this summer and she really liked it, and
Mhm.
she likes the story of like Adam and Eve and all that, and so she does not like Catholic Church.
Unpopular opinion, Eve is a bitch. Is that blasphemous?
Stop!
Probably. She's the one that caused y'all to get fucking periods.
Unpopular opinion, that's why we have a menstrual cycle.
Yeah. So when y'all get to heaven, y'all should fight Eve. Not the one with the lion tattoo right here, because she'll fuck you up probably. But the other Eve, you let her know.
That's so crazy.
You let her know what's up.
That's so crazy.
Adam also too, though, because I heard he was kind of a dick. But I don't know.
He's a man, so I don't like him.
I wasn't there, so I don't know. But no, I don't know. To me, I was also raised Catholic, baptized Catholic, when I was a wee child with no memory or conscience whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the whole thing to me, especially in Catholicism, with being baptized as a baby because original sin just doesn't make sense. How is something new to this world who doesn't even know what the hell sin is have a sin already on them? Mm-hmm. Like, I get where their church is coming from, like, oh, because of my Adam and Eve. Like, okay, but why are you going to punish me for their mistake?
Yeah, what did I do?
What did I do? I didn't even ask to be here! For real! How do you even know I want to be here?
I'm like, take me back.
This place is ghetto.
I didn't ask for this shit.
Hell no, I have to pay taxes?
Rude.
What are those?
Yeah. But also Chloe, she's been to, I used to take her to Catholic church whenever she was like a baby, and then we stopped going because I also don't, unpopular opinion, I don't agree with a lot. Here's my thing on religion, just my little short spiel on it. I don't agree. I don't think I believe in religion, but I do believe in God.
Same. And there's a big difference between those two. Religion and God are not the same thing.
Right. I believe in a higher being.
Yes.
I believe in heaven and hell.
Yeah.
I believe I'm going to hell probably, unless Daddy Pat takes me to heaven with him.
Oh my God. Chevy's going to have a hard time struggling to get me up there, but he's going to do it.
He's going to drag you by your toes and...
My poor little baby.
But anyway, so yeah, unless Pat gets a +1, I'm not.
Damn.
Anyway, but, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't believe in all the rules. And then also because of like the way I did things as like a late teenager, I just felt like a hypocrite a bit if I was doing like, drinking and doing all the promiscuous things.
Yeah, the whole time Jesus turned water into wine at a wedding because they ran out.
Hello?
To be fair, he didn't really want to. His mom kind of like, hey, he's like, well, then why must you include me?
His mom's an alcoholic? Her and I would get along great.
Good for her. Good for Mary. She deserves to. She had a baby at 16.
She didn't ask for that. She didn't ask for that.
She spent her teens and her early 20s raising that kid.
What?
We're going to hell.
And I've accepted it.
But no, also Sam, I don't believe in church. I don't believe in religion. I believe in God, and that's it.
I believe in like some of the things that religions do to like bring families closer together. Like for example, with the LES church, I love the fact that they have like family home evenings.
Yeah.
Whatever they do.
Yeah.
Like I think that's
what that's supposed to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so I fucks with that. That's
yeah,
cool.
Me too. Like, I don't know. My grandma got mad at me the other day last week because me and my mom got done cleaning the yard, and she's like, okay, time for church. I'm like, I don't go to church. She goes, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm like, you're gonna need a lot of help with that prayer.
As you should.
Just so you know. And I was like, I don't go to the church. So like, first of all, the church does not like me. They don't like my kind.
Right.
So why would I want to be there?
Right.
And then she's like, no, God. I was like, I never said anything about God. I said the church.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a big difference between those two.
I'm not going to go somewhere I'm not comfortable.
Exactly. Like they literally condemn me. Like, why would I want to be there? Like, I take God for how he is and how the Bible says, especially in the Second Testament, in the New Testament, where he's like, no, he's a loving dude. He doesn't want to punish me. Mm-hmm.
And then, like, my whole thing is, like, God knows me. He knows the person that I am.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what my intentions are. And, like, at the end of the day, that's, like, all that. Like, that's what gives me comfort. And also, like, praying. I believe in praying because, like, I believe in, like, if you have nothing else left, Like if you're like hitting rock bottom and you just need something to believe in, like having that to believe in and being able to pray is just like very powerful for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the equivalent of like people who like I don't want to say manifestation, but like what's the word? Meditate and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
Like similar.
They're running in the same circle, basically.
So it's just kind of like that's what I believe. That's what I that's how I raise my kids, like, you know. And the thing is I don't have to shove a religion down my kids' throat to let them know to be good people.
Yeah, and
I feel
also,
like if you're a good person, you're a good person, and you don't need church to like be
to
like,
tell you that you're a good person. Because
you just are.
Because if that's the case, if church is telling you you're a good person, guarantee you're not.
Yeah.
Because the church contradicts itself literally all the time.
And also, if you believe in God and you believe in prayer and like following him and like being a good example and stuff, then you don't have to constantly say that you're a good person because you believe in God.
Yeah.
Either.
No.
I'm like, no, that's not the same thing.
That's not how that works.
No.
You're a good person because you're a good person. And a good person doesn't need to explain it or
brag about it. Yeah.
Yeah. They just do it. They just are a good person.
Yes. Unpopular opinion. Good people are just good people. They don't have to constantly be like, I am a good person and I do this for everybody. Like, just be.
Yeah.
Just be that.
Like, okay, congratulations. I'm a good person because I'm breathing today.
Hello?
Like, yeah.
Hello.
And back to that, especially when she says that they don't choose to follow the other sacraments. Like, I get that. And it's also like a lot of the things like, and especially with Catholicism, it's more like a pick and choose basically what sin you want to go with that day. Mm-hmm. Or, and it's like, oh, but we celebrate Christmas. Like, Christmas was a pagan holiday. You guys know that, right? Like, and we're not supposed to be like into paganism because that's not a monotheistic religion.
That's the same reason, like, I don't participate in like Ash Wednesday and Lent season. Well, I do Lent season a little differently. I do it as more like because rather than give something up, I do something that is like
to try to better myself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Once I heard that was a thing and that like you could do that, I was like, that makes more sense than like forcing myself to like give up some hot Cheetos for
or to give up drinking.
Yeah. I'm like, do you want me to go insane?
Do you want me to kill y'all? Because I will. Like, no. Like, yeah, no, that's a very good one because like it is an unpopular opinion and not a lot of people and especially in a town like as small as ours, you know,
that is really religion based.
Yeah, it's
religion divided.
And it's so stupid.
And I've been to like multiple different religions and their like services and stuff like that. Yeah. And like there's things that I admire about each of them, but it's just like
exactly. I don't know. It's a very complicated and touchy subject.
My favorite videos to watch are the ones on TikTok where that guy does interviews at BYU.
Yes.
And I like learning all these phrases that like I've never like. I'm like, what? Y'all are wild.
I know. They're the wild. They're the ones.
What's one of them?
Mormons are the ones that invented anal. Just
hot
kidding.
Take? Hot take?
Just kidding. That was Sodom and Gomorrah, which is why I got burned down. However, I will say that in nowadays and age, because God can't see back there, y'all think that you can do it. Don't be playing with no brown eyes.
Oh, stop. Stop.
Leave that to the gays.
We're done with that sweet.
Whoever submitted that, like,
thank you.
Kudos to you for being like an educated topic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like if you have kids, like I think you're probably raising your kids pretty good. I think.
Yes.
I don't think going to church and like makes you a good parent. I feel like teaching your kids to have good values.
Going to church just in general does not make you a good person.
Like it's like I enjoy it because I feel like, especially when I was going through some like hard times, like just showing up and like hearing like certain things, it's just kind of like comforting to know that like there's something that you can look to or whatever. So that's how I feel about it. But like, also, I don't need to go to church every Sunday to like.
I don't need to
do good things.
I don't need to go to church in order to prove to God that I love Him.
No.
And that I'm going to do the things that He wants me to do. Like, you know, I don't need to do that.
Period.
It's just like somebody, I don't remember who said that, but they're like, if they want to worship a worm, but that worm in turn makes them like want to do better in their life and to help other people and do better in their lives, why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Like it's not. Like, no, if you find something that makes you as yourself as a person want to do better and to do greater things and to help not just your neighbor, but like the world too, like by all means, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People use religion as a way to just hate people and not feel bad for it.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah, me
I don't
neither.
like that.
Catholics, I'm looking at you. And Christians.
We can say that as born and raised in the Catholic Church, I feel like.
For sure.
Moving on. Unpopular opinion from another anonymous. Y'all scared of us?
I know. Are you serious?
I'm out here talking about how I love Nickelback and hate Beyonce, and you're over here anonymous.
I'll never forgive her for that.
I don't hate Beyonce. I just the hype isn't there for me. Anyway, we're not going back to that. So this person says 9/11 was an inside job.
Oh God. Oh my God. Unpopular opinion. I am sick and tired of all of everyone's conspiracy theories. Do I get into them?
Absolutely.
Yes. However, they're fucking annoying. Yet we know our government is corrupt. You don't gotta tell me that.
Yeah.
Again, tell me how to do my taxes.
I want to move to Canada so badly. Like, if I could pick another country to live in, I probably would live in Canada.
I don't know. Everyone hates us.
I hate us.
Fair. Also, same. Like, I want to move to Greece. I hear they love Mexicans over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What about Ireland? What do you know about Ireland?
I love me a redhead.
Have you seen Daddy Pat?
Yeah, but...
I think he's got some Irish in him.
Yeah, but he's taken.
By me, I also love Irish. Anyway.
But yes, we all know that 9/11 was an inside job. Like, come on.
Come on.
That's like whenever during 2020 when the government was like, hey, UFOs are real. Like, yeah, we know this. Make groceries go down.
Like, yes, we know the aliens are here.
How am I going to pay my rent this month? Don't give a fuck.
Oh, so, COVID. Real or government?
Both.
Yeah?
Yes. I want to say both.
I mean, obviously it was real. I got it.
I got it. I got it 3 times. However, not sick a single one. My immune system was, hey, we got you.
When I got it bad. I was like, this is the end.
Hey, when I got it, before I got it, everyone at the bank was like, hey, we've been wanting a vacation. I was like, bet.
Fuck, because why was we open?
For real.
I wasn't what did they call him?
An essential worker?
Yeah, I was an essential worker.
I thought we weren't going to be, honestly, when it first happened. I was
what
like,
the fuck do you need money for? Cash money for?
Everything's closed.
If everything's closed.
Streets are closed. Bars are closed. Stores are closed. Everything's closed. You don't need your money.
No.
Sit at home.
No.
However, I'm not going to lie, though. When COVID first happened, I was freaking out. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to meet the Lord.
No, I remember sitting around laughing about the toilet paper stuff. And then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, we're shutting down. I'm like, oh, this is for real.
Yeah, at first it scared me. I was just like, whatever. And then I was like, oh, this is real. And then I was terrified. And then afterwards, I was just like, this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice.
It's cool.
It was really, sometimes, however, I am still processing 2020 in general. Because that year was a roller coaster.
I'm thankful to the government for giving us COVID. Let me tell you why. That's why I got Daddy Pat's move in with me.
Technically, you moved into his place, but
no, because he was living here with his roommate at the time, and I had my house in Thatcher.
Yeah, and we dropped you off.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. Anyway, that's another story for another day.
Unpopular opinion: if your friend tells you not to take them to their significant other's house while they're drunk as fuck off of tequila, take them. Because they'll get married in the end. You're welcome.
You're right.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so he was living with his roommate or whatever, and they worked together. But then his roommate got COVID, so they were like, "Hey, if you stay at your house, then you have to stay home for the 2 weeks. You have to." I was gonna say isolate. What's the fucking word they use?
Quarantine.
That one. You have to self-isolate. And he was like. He telling me that I was like, oh, well, you could just stay here. And then when the 2 weeks went up, like real quick, he was like, oh, well, he's not sick anymore. He's coming back to work. I was like, so you're leaving? I'm like, well, you can stay if you want.
I also have COVID.
I'm like, you don't have to go. I made him a little space in the closet. I gave him a dresser. Like,
not you treating him like Harry Potter.
Mom, bring your Jeep and just park it on my house. Your work truck, just park it here.
You'll be fine.
And then when my lease was up, I moved here. COVID kind of pushed us together.
You know, shout out to COVID.
We were one of those successful COVID couples.
And you didn't have a COVID baby.
We did not.
Yeah, my sisters had COVID babies, and let me tell you, those things are fucking feral.
Well, it's because we both worked.
That's true. My sisters didn't.
We were both at home. We were both.
Their babies are COVID babies for sure, and those things are feral. I have never met a creature so wild in my entire life, and I've seen a bear.
I've seen a wolf in real life.
I've seen a wolf in real life.
I knew you wanted to talk about
I've seen a wolf in real life, and let me tell you, those wild things out there in the wild have nothing on these two demons. Nothing.
COVID was such a crazy time to think about.
It was a crazy time to think about.
4 years ago was crazy.
I still can't process it. It's still one of the
Did that really happen?
What the fuck?
Dude, that was such a long year.
What was that?
So much. What the fuck was that? Cheese and rice. And he's breaking the set again.
I am. I'll break this whole thing. I don't give a shit.
I think that sign is broken because of how many times it's fallen.
For sure. I can't be the only one.
Anyway, I dropped it twice this morning.
I've dropped it twice since I've been here.
for two. Yeah, anyway, COVID, wild time.
It was a wild time. That was when I met my best friend.
Me?
No.
Oh. I'm like, oh, yeah. No.
I'm glad you think so highly of yourself.
That's when we went to El Paso, though.
That is when we went to El Paso, right before COVID, though.
Right before.
Right before COVID.
There was another one in here, and I wasn't going to bring it up because I thought it would be a good topic for another episode. But I want to know what you think about it. So, okay. Anonymous 27-year-old wrote in, I know a lot of women have an issue with their significant other watching porn. I really don't understand why. I have zero issues with it, but would like to clarify that I would have an issue if they were buying material from someone they knew, like on OnlyFans. That is 100% a form of cheating in my book. But free porn from porn stars you can find anywhere online, I don't see what the big deal is and why someone would go to the lengths of leaving and divorcing their partner because of it. Does it come down to just a form of insecurity? No. This is what I think. Let me tell you.
Let me hear your take.
Let me tell you what I think about that.
Spill the tea.
So, when I was a youngin', I think I was a little bit of insecure of porn and stuff like that. But also because the intimacy between me and my partner at the time wasn't really
the greatest.
Right. And so I felt like I was being put on the back burner to that. And that made me feel kind of shitty and probably insecure or whatever. But I think when it comes down to it, it's a boundary thing that you have to have a discussion with your partner.
For sure.
Because if your boundary is you think that's a form of cheating, then you need to communicate that with your partner, and you guys need to know that that's not okay and you do consider that cheating. But if you don't have that discussion up front, then it's kind of but I agree with I kind of agree with the OnlyFans as well.
I agree with the OnlyFans part.
Because especially if it's somebody that you know in person, then yeah, that's a little
okay, so I honestly, and especially if you're buying it, now I honestly know what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because because
it's more of it's a fantasy if it's just something that's online and it's not somebody that you know.
Yeah.
But when it's somebody that you know and you're buying the content purposefully, then you're obviously if you had the opportunity, you would take it.
You would absolutely take it.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I, however, don't agree with watching just regular porn in general is cheating. I really don't. And
like I said, it's a whole it's a boundary thing
is a boundary
and a conversation that you have to have with your partner, and you
guys
have to agree upon.
For me personally, I don't think it's a boundary that needs to be set because it's just it's a stupid thing, and especially especially coming from a man's point of view, they're not wishing that I wish I could fuck that girl. I mean, there's some of them, but a majority, no, they're it's the fantasy of what is happening in the video is what they want to happen to them in real life. And again, not speaking for every man out there, but it could be with another person or their significant other. Like, I wish that fantasy would happen to me. And for the most part, they're just getting off on the sounds, or they're like, yeah, that's my dick right there.
I don't like the sounds.
Like, your dick is not 9 inches long. Let's calm down.
Make me cringe. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna turn the volume down.
Depends on what porn it is. Let me tell you, I watch some great ones.
What's your favorite? What's it?
It doesn't
genre?
have. It doesn't. Oh, genre?
Yeah.
I like amateur a lot.
Two girls, one guy.
But yeah, I don't think it's that big of an issue. However, again, speaking just for myself, like my cousin recently, like him and his girlfriend got into a lot of fights and they broke up because like he watched porn and she didn't like that because she saw it as a form of cheating. Mm-hmm. And it was this big old thing, but then she would take him back and he was going through the process of like, I'm not going to do this. He was seeing a therapist. Like he's like, I love this woman. I want to change those things. And he was just like, I didn't want to look at the porn, but I did. Mm-hmm. And it was like one of those moments of like, I lost myself for a second. Mm-hmm. But he's been taking those steps to get out of that. But the thing is too, is that she was like, okay, I'll forgive you, but then get mad and then bring that up again.
Yeah, I think that's another unpopular opinion of mine. Is like, okay, so like if you're in a relationship and somebody cheats and then you choose to like,
forgive them
and be with them, then you can't constantly keep bringing up that situation just because something is wrong or whatever. Like you cannot let it linger. Either forgive them, work on it. If they're continuing to cheat, that's a whole different story.
That's a different story.
Like you guys are in a fight about a completely different thing. Like you can't be using that as like your scapegoat to keep bringing up old shit.
Because that's not fair.
Forgive them and like learn and to work through it and move on. Mm-hmm. Or if you're going to choose to still be mad about it, then you just need to like
then you need to break up.
Yep. You need to call it quits.
I completely agree. Like that's unfair to them. And that's unfair to you because like. Also, but
I just think like
that responsibility comes onto you. Like you chose to forgive them.
I think once the trust is broken, then it's kind of like all downhill from there.
For sure. Well, I don't know because I'm a very forgiving person. Like you could do me dirty, and I'm just gonna be like.
I typically am.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm not gonna
ask too many times to like.
I'm not gonna sit here and allow myself to be disrespected. However, unpopular opinion. I hate the saying. I want to see you eat, just not at my table. My table's still going to be available to you. I want to see you eat, and I will give you food, and you can sit at my table. However, when you're done, you got to go.
For me, I think it's more of like, I just need some time. I need time to really process and not be mad about the situation anymore. And then later on, I can let it go. I'm always like, I can't be mad at more than one person at a time because that takes too much energy. Like, if I'm gonna fake and hate somebody, I'm gonna do one person at a time, and then like eventually, like, because life changes constantly, and it's like
you're not the same person that you were yesterday.
For example, I'm gonna give a little shout out here, and I hope she's okay with me saying it. My cousin and I, we hung out last weekend for the first time in a really long time.
That cousin?
My cousin that I got into a fist fight with when I was 18 years old, and over a guy, but it was stupid because
it happens to the best of us.
Hey, none of us are with that guy right now. And she did point that out to me a few years ago when I was bartending. She's like, "You're not with him. I'm not with him. Why do we not talk anymore?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're right.
What's the beef?"
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, we were really, really close before that too. Yeah. So it's just like, it just sometimes takes time and different seasons and change like that. And then you can just be like, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Why am I mad about this?
Yeah, for sure. And for me, still going on that topic, I think it also depends on like the situation. Like,
I'm just a little more
what occurred and what happened.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'm just a little bit more like, I'm not going to be as close to you as I was before, but like I'm limited with what I share with you.
Yeah, and I've seen you do that. I've seen you do that plenty of times.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, you're like, hey, yeah, you can be in my life, but you got to stand at a distance.
Yeah,
like you can't come in my front yard. But I'll meet you at the gate.
You can't come over for tamale day.
I'm not one to make tamales. I forgot one thing, okay?
The fucking most important thing.
Yeah, my bad.
Mister, I know how to make the tamales.
I know how to make them. I just didn't.
We'll find out.
I had 10 bottles of champagne that day, okay?
Tamale Day is a good time.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a fucking national holiday in this house now.
It really is, and it's such a fun day. Until Chloe's like, "Are you guys leaving?"
She's like, "Can you guys leave now?"
It's like, "Mom, are they going home?"
Fucking 10 a.m. until fucking 10 at night.
Chloe's had enough of all of us.
Anyway, back to it.
Oh god, I had another unpopular opinion, but I can't remember what it is. Ah, shit, it was on the tip of my tongue.
We were talking about porn.
I don't think it was about the porn. I think it had to do with like the whole forgiveness thing. Man, it's gonna bother me that I can't remember it, and I'm gonna remember it once we're done recording.
Probably. That's usually how it happens.
I'm like, hey, put this voice note in.
But hey, he actually doing something else. Those were some really good ones.
Those were some really good ones. Honestly, I didn't think people were gonna come up with some. Because no offense, I think people are stupid. I think I'm a lot smarter than a lot of y'all.
I know I'm not smart. I'm not stupid, but I am dumb, so.
One thing I am not is stupid. One thing I am, dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch. Unpopular opinion. Beer is disgusting.
Beer is disgusting.
Factor cap.
That's fact. Beer is disgusting.
I like a good, what's it called?
Cider?
Yes.
Beer is gross, however, I'm going to drink it.
Angry Orchard.
Listen, I've put a lot worse things in my mouth, so beer's
I'll drink a beer with a chelada.
For sure.
Cheladas are tasty, but like beer by itself, no. A draft beer.
It does depend on the beer.
Draft beer tastes better than a bottle.
I think it really does depend on the beer. Pacifico, and there's a specific person actually that drinks Pacifico. I know you're not gonna watch this. Maybe your girlfriend will. It's fucking disgusting.
You heard that?
You heard that?
Sicko.
You nasty.
Oh, bisexuality doesn't equal polyamory. Factor cap.
Fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because
I like two genders doesn't mean I want to be with two people.
No.
Like
I barely want to be with this one.
Especially because he's a Republican.
That's too much work. Hello?
For real. That doesn't, to be fair.
Although I'm not against polyamory because
I'm not against it, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm a very jealous person. If I see you even talking to someone and we're together, I'm going to fuck you up.
And that's my boundary. But hello? 2 people cleaning the house? 3 incomes?
When you put it in that kind of terms, do they know how to do my taxes?
Dude, okay, no. I heard this and I'm trying to think of where I listened to it was a podcast and they talked about polyamory, but they talked about it in such a unique perspective and it just made sense. And when it comes down to it, it's all about a communication thing.
It is about a communication thing. And again, it comes down to you personally and to the people involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm all for everyone else doing it. It's just not a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unpopular opinion. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but
I'm so scared.
Just because someone doesn't want to accept your pronouns doesn't mean that they don't like you. Doesn't mean that they're a transphobe. Doesn't mean that I
think they just have a hard time because they're so used to one thing.
For sure. That comes to mind too.
Common for such a long time and things are just barely kind of changing
for sure.
And evolving.
So
I think it's just a matter of people growing with the change.
With the time.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think a majority of it is just people they really don't care. If you go out into the world, my mom used to tell us all the time growing up, she goes, when the moment you step foot outside my door, the world does not give a fuck about you. And that's honestly very true. No, really, honestly, nobody cares. Everyone just wants to do their own thing and mind their own business for the most part.
Yeah.
But again, and it's every situation is completely different. But just because somebody doesn't want to accept your pronouns doesn't mean that they hate you or what you like. They just don't care. They really just don't care. They just want to do their own thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have a good one. Unpopular opinion. The attitude of "that's just how I am, take it or leave it" is still a sign of immaturity.
Yeah. I completely agree. Or those girls are well, I'm just a bitch. I'm like, yeah, you fucking are, and that's not a good trait to have. It's really not.
I hate when people use the thing well, this person didn't grow up with a mom, this person didn't grow up with a dad. That's why they are the way they are. Okay, but okay, you acknowledge that as an adult, like you didn't have that, and maybe that's why you have issues, but like work through them.
Yeah, for real.
Because, for example, Patrick didn't grow up with a dad, and guess what? He's fucking Daddy Pat.
He's
Like,
Daddy Pat.
And he knows that, like, he didn't have like a role model like that, but it's not. That doesn't mean that he became a shitty person.
Yeah,
a shitty dad.
Sure. I didn't
Like,
grow
he
up
wanted
with
to
a
be
dad.
better than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you and Daddy Pat are two different people.
Like I said, I'm a good person, not a nice person.
But like, you know, as far as like the dad perspective goes, like he is a wonderful, wonderful dad.
Yeah, and honestly, a person in general.
And he could
too.
be like, "Well, I didn't have a dad, so I don't know how to like do this." No,
you're an doesn't adult. Use it as an excuse.
You're an adult, and you either want to be better or you just want to play victim.
Yeah,
and I'm not about playing victim.
Yeah, I'm not about playing. Oh my god.
Unpopular opinion.
I don't know if I should say it because
say it, fucking say it.
No, we're friends with them, and we all like talk to each other and stuff. And I don't know, it's just something that annoyed me. But I will speak about it in like terms like this, like when it comes to like grieving or like you having a bad day or like a bad time or something, and it's like, oh, I'm working through, and like, and you're constantly like talking about it and like bringing like your friends into it and stuff. Like, I'm all about being supportive. However, I don't have to go down this journey with you, and I don't want to go down this journey with you. Like, it's either you either let it eat you up and fuck you up, or you put on the seatbelt, you buckle it up, and you go.
I feel like it also has to do with the fact that, like, do you want me to give you advice, or do you just want to fucking do you just want to vent?
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear you vent to me about the same. I don't want to hear you vent to me about the same dude that's trash that I told you to dump 10 times.
Yes, I do not want to hear it over and over and over. And especially, and then if you come to me asking for advice and I give it, and you don't want to accept that, and then keep complaining, I'm done. I'm over it. I can't do it no more.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Fucking, my head just started to spin. Hello? Give me that water bottle right there, if you would, please. I'm fucking dying, bro.
And still a professional getting on this podcast today.
I was like, we gotta record today. We've been postponing this too much. No, what was I gonna say is that I'm here for my friends through and through, and I'm gonna support you and whatever you choose to do.
Yes.
However, don't come at me and be like, tell me your same problem over and over and over. And when I give you my take, when I give you my thoughts, what I think you should do, because I anytime I tell you something, like, dump his ass, I'm saying that with like my whole chest, and because I've had experience with like the shitty relationships, and like I've been through it, and I'm like, it's not worth it.
It's really not.
I'm like, so why are you putting yourself through that? There's so much better. And like, if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But also, I don't want to hear you complain about it again.
Yep.
Again and again and again.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
If you're choosing to put yourself in like this repeated pattern of crappy that this person's putting you through, then that's on you.
That is 100% on you. And because I can only be nice for so long. And I can give you all the greatest advice in the world and make you feel better. But then if you're like, and then if you continue to
that's
complain,
why you need to tell me, do you want advice or do you just want someone to listen to you?
Yeah.
And I will save my breath, and you can complain all you want, but I'm not going to repeat myself and tell you, dump his ass.
I could do both things. However, I'm only going to do it once. Sorry.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Sorry. If that makes me the bad guy, then so be it.
That's a good unpopular opinion. That's a good take.
Unpopular opinion. People are allowed to grow and change their perspectives and how they...
Yeah, go.
And how they live differently after a certain event or so many years have gone by. You know?
Because the whole point of like...
living life, basically.
Is growing and like... And that's the thing too. If you're not growing and learning, like, what are you doing?
You just want to stay stagnant?
Living in a shitty, like... Well, that's just how I am. But that's not how I am, bud.
So you like being miserable? Like... I
don't understand that.
Me neither. Like... Especially when I used to go out, like I used to go out a lot, and people like now I'm like, oh, I just want to stay home. They're like, oh, but then I'm like, hey, guess what? That was 4 years ago.
Because because a lot of my friends got married really young, and And they were like, oh, I don't want to go out. Like when we all turned 21 and stuff, like they just want to stay home. And I'm like, oh, ghetto. But like now that I am in a healthy and stable relationship, like I get it now. I just want to be at home too.
Yeah.
I do like to go out every now and then and like hang out and socialize and have that aspect. But like for the most part, like I do like just being at home.
Yeah. Like I have a lot of friends like now, like we like back in the time when I was going out all the time, like literally every weekend. Or every day.
I went through a phase where I was at the bar like Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, and but now they're like, oh, let's go. I'm like, I actually don't want to. Like, oh, but you're like, cool. I don't want to do that now. I want to be home. I want to stay home, and I want to kick back in my recliner and call it a night.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, if you want me to come over to your house and chill and have a beer or something, I could do that.
That's why I always tell people, I'm like, hey, come over, hang out, watch movies. I'm gonna fall asleep on the couch.
It's like I don't want to go out anymore. I don't want to.
It takes a lot of effort too.
It really does.
It's like when I went out yesterday, I really want to go out because I got my hair done and I was like feeling myself. And I was looking good. And
then I do have some friends too that get mad that when I do decide to go out, because I don't plan shit out. One thing about me, I don't plan nothing out.
Yesterday was so spontaneous. Like,
I'm very spontaneous. For the moment, like one second I'd be like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. Next second, I'm out of the bar. Like, it just, I don't think about it. I just do it. And they're like, oh, so well, thanks for the invite. Like,
it's also different depending on like the person. Like you are single, you don't have kids.
Exactly.
Like, you could do that.
Like I've had a few friends that get mad at me, not mad at me, but more like upset. Like, oh, you didn't invite me because of my kids. I'm like, actually, that's the exact reason why I didn't invite you. It's nothing against your kids or you having kids.
It's not a kid-friendly event.
It's not a kid-friendly event. And also because I know how much of a hassle it is for you to have to go find that babysitter. Or, then you're worried about the kids. I have to get home at a decent hour. I have to be up. Like, I don't want you to have to stress about that. So you are not the first person that I thought about to invite. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, unpopular opinion, that doesn't mean I hate you. It's just, I just didn't think about you because I don't want you to have to go through all that mess.
I feel like you have different, not you specifically, but like everyone has different, well, I don't know. I have different friend groups for different things. Like there are some people I can be like, hey, I'm going to call you up and I know we could talk on the podcast. There's some people that I am friends with that I'm like, they would not do this with me because I know how they are. Very introvert, very mindful, very introvert.
I fucking hate that.
Very cutesy.
Kill that trend right now. Kill it, burn it to the ground.
Burn it to the ground tonight.
Back to Nickelback.
Hey, you see what we did there? Circling around.
Circle. We know our shapes.
Hey.
Sesame Street taught me well.
Hey. Thank you, Barney.
It's not Sesame Street.
I said Barney.
I know.
I
don't like that actually.
I never watched Sesame Street.
Really?
I liked Elmo, but
I never really watched Sesame Street either.
Oh, hello. Over here lying on the podcast. How are people supposed to gain trust with us?
You can't trust me.
It's not his show. It's fine.
Exactly. Me, pathological liar.
Anyway, I'm going to backtrack a little. Talking about you have different friends for different things. And that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It is definitely okay.
Like, there's some friends that I could do everything with, and that's cool. But, there's also some friends that, like for example, Tabby and I are the type of friends that can go get coffee on Sunday morning and chill and just be like, But she's also the friend that I can, go over with my whole family and just enjoy movies together and eat food, and it's good.
For sure, yes.
And, I love her, but I know she doesn't like to go out, so she's not going to be the first person I call to be like, hey, let's go to the bar.
Yeah.
If she tells me we're going to the bar, that's a different story. I'm like, yes, ma'am. When?
And me, I always say, I'm always down for everything. I just have to be in the mood. And that's, don't ask me. Also, don't ask me to plan shit months out in ahead because I can say yes right now. Then when it gets there, I'm like, I don't want to go. Why? Because I don't want to get dressed.
There's some things I like to plan ahead. I need to text you guys, and I was actually thinking about how I need to find, because of your schedule.
Yeah.
I need to find out what day we're doing Smalley Day.
Yes.
Because that's coming up.
Well, you have my schedule. I sent it to you.
I don't know how to read it.
I told you anything underlined to black is the days that I work.
Well, you told me that, and then we scheduled a go to the street. I read my schedule wrong. Oh, hello?
See, that was just on me reading.
And you talk shit about me going to Pima.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your sovereign education.
Girl, I went to Head Start. Don't know what that means. I know I went to it. Mm-hmm. See, I had a high...
Headaches! You're giving me headaches!
What is it that I posted today? I thought me reading an above grade, a level above my grade, I thought I was going to do more for me in life, and it hasn't. Literally me.
Me being smart in school and not doing anything with my life. Oh, just kidding. They gave me a microphone. Who's they?
Microphone
Me?
and a voice.
And I'm going to use it.
When you ask me, what are some topics? Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Pull in blank.
The Nickelback one was the only one.
Yeah, and Beyonce.
Well, I thought about that one later, but like, I was just like, justice for Nickelback. Hashtag
yes, bring them back.
Bring them back.
Bring back that Nickelback. I yell because I don't know how to speak.
Everybody needs to go and listen to their music, get them some views. Let's make them go platinum.
Yes.
They're not that great.
Also, Taylor Swift isn't as famous as Michael Jackson, so.
Michael Jackson. I like Michael Jackson.
I love Michael Jackson.
His music.
That man was a pioneer.
Beepity boppity boo.
That man was a god.
Who else has good music? I've been really into the fucking summer bops this year. Just
such as
anything Meghan Trainor, anything Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, HOTTOGO.
Haven't really listened to the song all that
me
much.
hard to go. I was doing that. I read somewhere. Somebody said that's this generation's YMCA.
Oh God! But it's so many more letters.
It's cute.
I'm not dancing to it.
I was doing it all day yesterday. Pat, is that an 80s song? I was like, it's fucking new. What do you mean?
It does sound like an 80s song, though.
It's good.
It is really good. I'll give it that.
It's 80s music is a vibe too.
I'm not that big of a fan to Chappell Roan. I'll listen to her music, but I'm not like.
I only know.
It's not something that I'm gung ho about.
I only know of Chappell Roan because she did an interview with Jua Fawalo, and I was a Jua Fawalo fan.
I did watch that
before I was a Chappell Roan fan.
I did watch that interview.
And it was really good.
But again, I'm like, okay, like good for everybody who loves her. Like,
yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I like a couple of her songs. They're pretty catchy.
I like a couple of her songs. Yeah, I'll give her that.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Chappell, if you ever watched this.
Listen, one thing about me. I finally remembered what I was going to say.
Oh, here, there.
One thing about me. I may not like you, but I'll give you your flowers when they are due.
And that's tea.
Yes. Trust me, I am a hater through and through, but hey, if you succeed, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah.
I'm never purposely thinking to myself, I hope that person doesn't fucking succeed because what's the point?
However, I will voice that I am jealous, but I'm also going to be like...
I'm not going to tell you that.
I will. Oh. But I'm also going to be excited for you too because you know what? Good for you. I
don't know. I'm not really like a hater like that.
I'm a hater.
I don't wish bad about people.
I'm a hater through and through.
Oh, yeah.
I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't know. Depends on who you are. Diego, if you're listening, hope you get hit by a truck.
Not name dropping him, but also same.
Yeah. But unpopular opinion, if you hate somebody and they end up passing away, dying, taking that dirt nap 6 feet under.
I think I know where this is going.
Hate them when they're dead.
Don't fucking come to my funeral.
Don't.
If you're not on speaking terms with me right now today and I fucking get hit by a car tomorrow and die, don't come to my funeral.
Yeah.
I have a list of people that are not allowed at my funeral right now. Daddy Pat knows, Henry knows, and he's going to kick your ass out.
Mm-hmm. These hands are ready for everybody.
You are not allowed, and you're not allowed to post about me.
I'll fight you in front of God.
Love me while I'm alive.
Yeah, but no, that is one of my biggest things. If you hate somebody and they end up dying and you're like, they were such a good... No, they weren't. You fucking hated them.
You know what? I was a good person.
You hated them.
You should have been cool with me.
No, to me, that is more disrespectful than anything else. Like, no, I think it's more respectful if you hate me and I die and you continue to hate me. Be like, nah, fuck him. That dude was... You know what? Stand 10 toes. Die on that hill because I would not be mad at you for that. My family would even understand. Like, cool. Yeah, that to me, that is more.
Oh, that's such a good one. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yes, I'm glad I remembered it.
Because, fuck, I feel the same way.
It irritates the shit out of me. And I know a couple people that I know that, like, they talk the maddest shit about someone when they were alive. Like, this person is this. He's good for nothing. He's not worth anything. I wish he would actually die. And then he died. And now everything's, oh my God, we miss him so much. You were such a good dad. You were such a good brother. You were such a good, like, just yesterday you said that man was a piece of shit and you hoped he died. And now that he's dead, now you want to pedal back?
That's on you and go to therapy for it.
No, absolutely not. You hate him with everything that you did the day before. I don't do that. I don't fuck with that. That is one thing that makes me incredibly angry.
Yep.
Incredibly angry.
I'm the same way.
It's because it's just so disrespectful.
That's why everyone's like, oh, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Build men in relationships. Don't let petty things get in the way. Okay, well, let's talk about those petty things then. And if you're not going to apologize for being shitty to me and acknowledging that you did something wrong, then no, I don't need to forgive you. I don't need to have peace with you.
I'll heal in hell, bitch.
I know I'm going there. With my sweater y todo.
I know they dug a new floor just for me.
Like, we used to say we have a window tickets.
I got a window seat on the way down.
That's right. And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too. I know who's going down with me, and I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna have a great time. Like, no, that makes me so mad.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in like forgive people. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if we're related. Like, if you're a shitty person, I don't like you. And, you know, something happens tomorrow, I'm sorry. Like, but that doesn't change the relationship that we had while you were alive.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Also, unpopular opinion, I'm very big on forgive and forget. Because I know a lot of people are like, nah, you fucked me over this way. Like, you did me so dirty. I'll forgive you, but I'm not going to fucking forget it. Me, I'm like, I don't want to waste any more energy on that situation. I don't want to waste any more energy on that person. Forgive, and I'm going to move the fuck on, and I'm not going to think about it once anymore.
Yeah.
At all. Because, like, because to me, it's just so much, like,
that's too much energy to keep, like,
forgive, and then I'm going to keep remembering it, and then you're bitter about it. Like, you're letting that especially that person, not even the situation, you're letting that person have so much control over how you feel. And guess, I am not going to be sitting in my own goddamn house and wondering why you're sitting in my chair. No, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get out. Yeah. You ain't going to make me uncomfortable on my phone. No. Absolutely not.
That's good. I agree with that.
Right?
Oh, man.
And if you don't agree, fight me. Listen, I'll hit you in my car. I don't care.
Also,
I'll get another one.
I don't know why that reminded me of this, but I don't believe in arguing over the internet. It's like
me as a
I'll get on the comment section and I'll read everything, like, and I'll make my post about it, and like, you can comment what you think. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, and also I'm not gonna be like, if you let's get on the podcast and talk about it. No, you're not gonna come and fucking my house and argue with me about something that, like, no. Get the fuck out of here. Get your own podcast, get your own platform, and you can talk about it there. But like, I don't believe in, like, I know that like bullying on the internet is real or whatever. Like, that is a real thing.
Sometimes
but, like,
it needs to happen though.
Like, if anybody's ever mean to me about like the podcast and stuff like that, I'm not gonna fucking care, because I'm like, say it to my face and then maybe I'll cry about it. But like,
maybe we should get on your podcast because we have a lot of. Shut the fuck up.
Well, so you're telling me that? No, I'm not going to let you on here so my people can hear your disgust. You're filthy garbage.
Because you're stupid.
Because they're stupid.
And it's so funny that you brought that up, because I sent a screenshot to Damien and I sent a screenshot to my other group chat. Like, I love arguing with people on the internet.
I'll sit there and I'll like comments, I'll heart this, like, laugh, react.
One thing about me too is that I took that 16 personality quiz or whatever, and it tells you, like, you're a debater, you're this, you're this. Mine, I'm a debater.
But you don't, I feel like when you are arguing with somebody, you make your points in like a very like educated way.
Yes.
I hate when people are like, nah, that's not true. Okay, but tell me why. And then, or you give them a whole...
Feelings are not facts, just so you know.
Or you give him like a whole spiel, like facts, and then they pick the one thing that they're like, well, this, and then they completely ignore the rest of
everything else.
The argument. I'm like, huh? What? Well, no, you can't just pick and choose.
Another thing about me, I like to argue. I don't even have to care about the subject. As long as I know enough about it, I'll argue until I'm blue in the face.
And that's the thing about me too, is like I'm not gonna argue about something with you that I don't know enough about. So like again,
and I will admit to something when I don't know enough about it. Like I don't know enough about that to say. But then at that point, like I'm just gonna say something just to piss you off.
Unpopular opinion: unfriending people because you just don't like what they post.
I've done that.
Like okay, like also, like if it's overwhelming, like bullshit, and you're just like if you post too much about something that I'm just like, okay, you're taking it too far. I'm just like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't mean I don't like you. It's just like
I don't want to have to deal with that. Like, you know, I
think people have done that to me.
Yeah, I'm sure people have done that to me plenty of times.
What, you don't like to laugh?
You don't enjoy joy?
What?
Okay.
That's crazy.
Oh, you're not entertained?
Also, unpopular opinion, if I'm posting things on social media, it could be anything that's like gone on in the past, currently, maybe the future. Like I'm all over the place. And if you get offended by that, that's on you.
I am not responsible for your feelings.
If the shoe fits, wear that bitch.
Lace it up.
Like I'm sorry. Like if you think it's aimed towards you, then that's a you thing.
That's a you problem. Maybe you should check yourself.
Check it. Check yourself. You better check yourself.
Go inside yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Maybe you're the shitty person. No.
And if you have to unblock me or unblock me, if you have to unfriend me and block me because you're feeling that type of way because of things that I'm posting, then maybe you should do some soul searching.
Maybe, just maybe. You're the bad guy.
And you know what? Maybe we don't need to be friends on social media.
Oh, I've unfriended plenty of people because of certain things. And they've called me out on it too. I'm like, to be fair, honestly, you are annoying the fuck out of me. I also don't agree with what you're saying, so I'm like, I just don't want to be a part of that. So why would I, we can still be cool, but
yeah, I just don't want to see your social media page.
I just don't want to see it. Like, I'm fucking tired of it.
I'm going to scroll past your feed every single time.
How many episodes were last season?
6, and you are on a third of them.
Love that for me, honestly.
Yes.
Popular opinion, I'm going to be back.
Popular opinion. Henry will be a reoccurring character here.
Speaking of that, it reminds me of the time when a certain someone who owns a nutritional place around town said some
controversial things.
And
I was literally thinking about that a second ago.
Yeah, so was I.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it all week.
Oh, okay.
But then when people found out that I do stand up and found out that I'm a really good roaster, they're like, "Why don't you get on there?" I was like, I'm gonna make them cry. I know some shit. I'm just not gonna say nothing.
I'm gonna save that for my stand-up routine.
I'm gonna save it for my stand-up routine.
Listen, don't be shitty, and then I won't have shitty things to say about you.
Honestly, yeah. To be fair, doesn't even have to be true.
That was crazy. I went through the comments of that.
I went through the comments of that too.
I'm all.
And I was like, but you know what? Kudos to everyone. I was like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah, I was very surprised because with the feedback after that.
Me too. I was surprised. The people. There was a lot of people on there that surprised me that were like, dude, this is not the hot take that you think it is. And I was just like, was not expecting that from you.
Then a lot of people were like, it's just rage bait. I'm like, well, yeah, but also that kind of, I don't know.
But he means that.
Yeah.
He means that.
He absolutely
He said that with his whole chest.
Yes.
He felt that from deep within his soul.
Yes. And I was like, you did not need to put that on the internet.
He met the Lord on the rock and talked to a burning bush. That's how well he meant that. The 10 toes were dug into that ground.
And I tell people now too, I'm like, did you notice that sign is not on that building anymore? They purposely, that other business was like, we are not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. And now their sign is not on the building. I was like, damn. Damn, you thought you was doing something good?
You thought you had something, but didn't you?
No, buddy, you was wrong.
You was dead wrong. Dead wrong.
So bad.
Unpopular opinion. If you're a hater, no, not even an unpopular opinion. If you're a hater, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Unless you're me, because I'm at least funny.
Yeah. Make me laugh a little, and then I'll be like, okay. All right. You got me with that one. Hey, unpopular opinion, I know when I'm wrong.
I don't like to admit it, but I will.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Not to you, but to myself. to myself and to my God.
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction.
No, absolutely not. Fuck you.
Literally took the words right out of my mouth. Again, you ain't gonna make me feel some type of way on my phone.
No, absolutely not. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Listen, to me, I'm a 10.
Like Demi Lovato once said, "I'm my own worst cricket. Cricket. I'm my own
Okay,
worst
Mulan.
critic. Talk a whole lot of shit, but I'm a 10 out of 10, even when I forget it."
Don't know that song.
That's what Demi Lovato once said.
Okay.
That was my song when I was going through a divorce. I Love Me Is Enough. I Love Me by Demi Lovato. Go check it out. She made me feel like a bad bitch.
You know what? She cool.
She cool.
You
heard a lot of like good ones
really
that
did.
I didn't even think about.
Yeah, me neither.
Like the little.
See, I'm good off the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hand me a script.
And that's what this is all about.
Because if you hand me a script, I'm going to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because your original idea probably terrible.
I'm gonna make notes. No, don't like that. Don't like that.
It just like, again, when I did the stand-up thing, people were like, Henry, how do you like where are your notes? How do you? I'm like, don't. It's top of my head.
It's funnier that way.
It is very funnier. It's way funnier that way.
I want to catch us both off guard. I want to see what comes out of my mouth too.
People already know that what comes out of my mouth is fucking wild. Still surprised every time.
Every time. Sometimes you'll be talking and be like, what?
Honestly, it surprises me.
Speechless.
Surprises the hell out of me.
Hey, I got me with that one too.
Yeah, one of the guys who came on, he's like, dude, how'd you just do that? I'm like, it's talent, you know? Gift from God. I don't know.
Talent.
I don't have to ready myself. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
I am a natural.
I'm a natural.
Born
He's
in
just
the
like, how
wild.
can I do that? I'm like, you have to be funny. Sorry if you're not.
It's called trauma.
Unpopular opinion, being bullied gives you great character. Sometimes I look back on my old Facebook posts and I'm like, I should have been bullied a lot more.
See,
a lot more.
The thing with me, also, same. I should not have had a Facebook when I was
posting all those things that I was posting because I thought I was better than everybody. I still think that. I'm just not saying it out loud.
I don't think I was ever bullied.
I was hella bullied.
Nah, I usually get along with everybody, so it's like, but then like, it's always like older girls. Anytime people didn't like me, it's because I'm a boy.
Of course. Fucking Susia.
Stupid. Like, I'm sorry I'm prettier than you.
I can't help it that I'm popular.
I can't help it that I'm popular and put out. No. I can acknowledge what a piece of shit I was.
I can also acknowledge what a piece of shit I will.
I thought you were going to say that you were talking to me. And also acknowledge that you were a piece of shit, Jessica.
Didn't want to say it out loud.
Nah.
I never knew you as a piece of shit, though.
Aww.
I just knew you as the girl wild and out posting all your sex stories on Twitter.
Hey.
Like, we did this today. I'm like, the world, it's okay. Honest. We can keep secrets. The world used to have secrets. You could keep those.
I don't have a diary, and it's easier for me to type things. That's what Twitter was for.
Was it?
What was Twitter for?
I don't think it was for porn.
I didn't post. Not the OnlyFans link? How was I going to get the subscribers?
Through God, anything is possible.
Exactly.
Sure will.
And it was.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have been popping off the OnlyFans if someone hadn't made it weird.
Made it weird. That old guy?
He came into the fucking bank and was just like, I asked you out on a date. I'm like, don't come into my business, my place of work. And
my profession?
My profession?
Are you kidding? Sir, I am a saint here.
Hello?
I walk with the Lord.
Can you not separate church and state?
That was a good one. Look at
I did too.
Okay.
People don't get it. I'm sometimes funny.
Still don't get it.
Do you know who's funny?
Who?
Daddy Pat.
Daddy, wait, yeah.
You have to help me convince him because he won't record with me.
Daddy, I don't know what is up with him.
He's so funny, like, because he's so out of pocket.
Daddy Pat is really funny.
He is, like, hilarious.
And I'm not just saying that because he's a good-looking dude and I would laugh at anything a hot person says. Daddy Pat is genuinely funny.
So you agree? He's hot.
Yeah. I have eyes. They work.
Hello? No.
But I love you too. I love you too much to home wreck your house.
I appreciate that.
Because you actually have a home. You can't be a homewrecker if they don't got a home.
Hey! Hey, unpopular opinion, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
You really can. Look at her.
Because, ¿sabes? I've been married twice. The first marriage, I was a shitty wife, I think.
To be fair, is it fair to say that if you were the one to marry twice, you were the problem?
No. I tricked 2 people into marrying me.
Oh, that's so
talent.
funny.
That is talent.
Also reminds me of the time for your wedding when you're like, I want a roast, and nobody gave a roast. And I was like, let me show y'all how to do this. And all I did was just roast you.
Everybody was being nice to us.
They really were.
Which was so cute, but also like.
But Jessica said she wanted a roast.
And Henry delivered.
And I delivered.
He did. It was a good time.
And I only roasted Jessica.
Because what are you going to say about Pat?
Nothing. There's nothing bad to say.
Pat, you're perfect. And Pat, you're great. Keep doing you.
To joke about your last wedding, though. Your last marriage,
yeah.
A1. That was great.
Whilst my ex-husband was at the wedding.
That was an A1 joke. Because everyone was like, and he was like, damn, he said that.
And he did. And he stood on business.
I sure did. And
One thing about Henry, he's going to stand on business.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
This is good.
This was good.
This was good.
And if none of you like this, I'm coming for you.
Fuck you. And unpopular opinion, we don't care. Because you know what? If you're not going to listen to this, I'm going to listen to it multiple times, and I'm going to sit my car and go,
honestly, same. I'm going to be kicking my feet and giggling.
Anyway, I want to give a shout out to Henry because he does do stand-up every now and then at Sarah's Bullpen. So he doesn't ever post about it, though. So
to be fair, I usually remember the day before.
If I ever remember, I'll post about it for you.
So it used to be every third Thursday of the month, but now for some reason it's not. But next time it happens, I will post it. You guys come and check it out.
We'll give him a shout out, and we'll all go watch it together.
Yeah. However, I'm the funniest one.
Out of the 2 people that probably...
Yeah, out of the 3 of us, I'm the funniest.
So yes.
But come out and support. It's really fun. Plus you get out of the house for a couple hours.
Yeah, just check it out. Do they serve food there late?
Salty Heifer.
Yes, the Salty Heifer. So,
which is really good food.
Shout out to a local business. Hey, we love that. But yeah, so if I remember, or if Henry tells me enough time, I'll post about it.
Usually I get reminded 12 hours right before it happens.
I'm like, oh, okay. We'll post about it. And anything else you got going on you want to talk about? Give shout outs.
Who am I going to fucking shout out?
Oh, Chevy. Shout out Chevy.
Shout out my baby boy. My little boy.
I'll put a little picture of him.
Use this good one.
Well, send me a picture. I'll put it there.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
This is one where we got the free collars and leashes from.
hey, you gotta fucking promote yourself wherever. Whatever.
Go follow me on social media if you can find me. Name's Henry. Gonna be changing soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He's got an alter ego, and he's gonna be living by it permanently.
Yeah, I have no choice though. My father's a piece of shit.
Again, a story for another episode.
Yes.
But yeah, nothing else?
No, I don't got nothing else.
Well, that's all the tea for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe. We're now available on Apple Podcasts.
Thank God.
Yes.
Fuck Spotify.
Finally got that going.
Just kidding, Spotify.
I love you, Spotify. I love you, Spotify.
I don't.
So, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Go follow me on Instagram, Facebook. What else? Leave comments, questions,
stories.
Fill out those Google forms, y'all. Do you see like how much like those little topics spiraled us into like
get involved.
Get involved.
Get involved. Come on.
Yes. Share my posts.
Yeah, bitches.
I'm not trying to be famous, but like, hey, hello.
Share them. I'm not sharing them because I'm lazy.
And he knows he's gonna be here anyway.
Exactly.
You don't give a fuck, Keisha.
I just show up.
Anyway, I'm getting off topic again. So anyway, yep, that's all I got for this week's episode. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Who's this?